I've got a DXF file called drawing1 underscore in. I have inside it 4 hatch objects. I will type in shell, enter, then type in Python, then I will paste the path to the Python script and enter. You will notice there is a new drawing called drawing1 out.dxf is created. Open that drawing. You will notice a bit of a difference. You can see there is a label in the centroid of each hatch. Compare it to the old one, you can clearly see the difference. If you click in the layer drop menu, there is one layer in the original drawing. In the new drawing, there is multiple layers based on the different colors you have in the drawing. And it has a special name as well. You can see it's saved. Every hatch is assigned inside a different layer. And if you zoom out, it happened to multiple hatches. All the hatches inside that drawing. In just one run of a script, you have all the hatches saved in different layers based on the color of each hatch. Looking at the code in Visual Studio, we started the code with import. So we imported the necessary libraries, which is in this case ezdxf. Then I've defined different variables. The first variable is the path to the original drawing, the drawing that has the hatches I need to process, and then the path where I want to save the drawing as output after processing. Then I've started to define the different functions. The first function is assign entities to color layers, which has 2 inputs, which is again the path for the drawings basically. So it will read the original file first and then create a dictionary which will be used in the next lines. So in this for loop, we go through each hatch within the model space by color, and it is grouped and saved in the dictionary color entity map. Then we proceed the next steps, which is creating the layers themselves and assign the entities into these layers. So these layers are created based on the color available in that drawing. So that's why you can see here in the if function, it works between the color index 1 to color index 249. This is where the color check happens. And then creating these layers, and towards the end, we add as well a text attach centroids. So again, another loop into each hatch within the model space, and we use a function called add text attach centroid. This is not a predefined function, it's rather I've defined this function later on in the next lines, which basically is going to add the text or the label of each layer into the centroid of the hatch. So if I show the drawing again and zoom into, for example, this part, you can see these labels have been created inside the centroid or positioned at the centroid of each hatch. So going back, how I've calculated the centroid, there is again a function that defines the or get the hatch centroid, which I've defined later on, and it uses kind of some geometric calculations in order to get the x and y of the centroid, and then locate the text using this function into the centroid. So you can see here we have used a function called add text, and we have defined the centroid where this text need to be positioned. what's the height of that text, and what is the layer name. And at the end, we have used the main function, which is assign entities to color layers, which is the first function we have, and it's the main function basically within the script. And it's got two inputs, like we talked earlier. So the path to the original drawing and the path to the output drawing. This is what the script does basically.